absolute best.
Yeah, they had us the first half, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, could be Wayne!
I think I got my swagger back. Oh!
I love it, baby!
Them orange britches. Something about them orange britches.
Tennessee wins! Brought us by Tennessee, Jawan Jennings. Jennings makes the catch.
Ball hit high in the air into right field. Going back is Sayre, and Tennessee can say hello win column. A grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. You can't draw it up any better.
We just won a basketball game, and we're very happy right now. McGrath for the win. He got it. If you don't like college football and you watch this one, I'm not sure what your problem is.
Reddit did to do, and welcome into More Important Issues. It is Sunday, August 31st. We made it through week one. Unscathed, outside of
undefeated.
Some injuries. So maybe not completely unscathed. I retract my statement, and we're going with Landon's undefeated. Very scathed, but undefeated.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all that matters. Moving on to the next week.
Exactly. We bring the ETSU Buccaneers to town. So a little bit of heart divided this week, but it'll be all right. We'll make it through. That just of note, they did whoop up on was it Murray State? Are they the Racers?
Yeah, they are the Racers.
Murray State. Yeah, 45-17 or something like that. I can't remember now off the top of my head, but yeah, we move on to week two. Best news of all, Landon, not Tennessee related, but with college football back. Week one isn't over yet. Notre Dame, Miami playing right now. Tomorrow is UNC and TCU. So we have a little bit more left to hang on to before we return to somewhat of a more regular scheduled programming. It's been a fun week one. One of the
like the scattered schedule.
Like
I like more games.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah, I love it.
I couldn't handle it because Tennessee would eventually have a random game and it would make me mad.
Yeah, like I don't want one of those games, but I do enjoy watching other games. It's just hard, like especially home games. It's hard for me to watch, when Tennessee's playing and
like this Monday game. Right. This Monday game Tennessee had in 2017. That sucked.
Yeah, was that
Georgia Tech it was the kickoff game, Chick-fil-A kickoff game. Yeah.
Yeah. And before that, I think App State in 2016 was on a Thursday, right?
App State 2016 was a Thursday. Then we played 2015 or 2014. 2015, I think. We played Utah State on a Sunday night.
Heck yeah. Prime time.
That was, I think, the Labor Day weekend, so school work was, off Monday, so that was okay. I think that's not bad.
Yeah, I like that. I'll take that.
That's okay.
Yeah, I enjoy this week. Maybe it's just a Labor Day thing where we have all this football. But yeah, it is going to be nice getting back to Neyland. The neutral side is behind us, so that's good.
I mean, they couldn't have made money from that game. There were zero Syracuse fans there. Did you see the picture at kickoff of the Syracuse side? It was virtually empty.
Was it Chick-fil-A? Is that who the sponsor was?
Yeah. Well, yeah, they have a billion sponsors. Aflac's on the field now.
Okay. So they foot the bill, right?
Yeah, I'm sure, but it's just like at what point? I don't know. How is that a better game?
Can you just paint Aflac on like Shield Watkins and we just play at home?
Yeah. I'd rather go to Syracuse, New York than do that.
Yeah. I don't know. It was fun. It was fun to watch, fun to see this team. I will ask you kind of this question and kind of start things off. Does your season record prediction, has it changed at all?
No, I thought we'd win this game the whole time. And I still think there's some things that I want to see happen. This week 2 is not really going to change it a whole lot unless shit hits the fan. Week 3, again, probably not going to change a whole lot unless you go in and beat Georgia, or unless you get demolished by Georgia. Not a lot. It's because a lot of the questions I have are in the later weeks.
Yeah.
Now I will say I feel better about Tennessee's potential to reach 9-3, but that's always been on the table for me. So that's why it doesn't change a whole lot.
Yeah, I don't think mine's changed either. I do feel better about the quarterback position.
Yeah.
I still think there's things to work on for sure, and I'm sure we're going to talk about it. But I don't think this is a really good defense that, if we just had a really good quarterback, we would be there. I think we are probably going to be okay at quarterback from what we know from week 1.
Yeah, I still have a lot of questions about that position, how it'll play out in a few weeks. Again, nothing's really changed. The only thing that I wondered is I just thought it was going to be underwhelming. I don't think it's going to be that.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel a lot better about the position. And maybe that was just it was just a question mark going into it, that maybe that it just helps that you have an answer and it seems like it could work out.
We hit deep ball, Landon. We hit a deep ball. Hadn't seen that in 2 years.
Beautiful. Against a Power 4 opponent.
Sure.
I mean, we can do it all day against Kent State.
What's funny, Landon, I'm glad you mentioned that. This ACC opponent went 10-3 last year. Tennessee beats them 19 points. Somebody, I won't name names, somebody lost to an ACC opponent who went 2-10 last year by 14 points. I will not name names. I'm not throwing anyone under the bus. I'm just saying. We're not going to delve into that and try to pull out more context, and we're not doing that. The facts I stated are facts, and that's the only facts we're stating. We're not bringing an opinion. We're not bringing in, like I said, we're not bringing nuance to the situation. Just the facts I said are facts. Tennessee beat an ACC opponent who went 10-3. Another SEC team, unnamed, Landon, lost to a team that went 2-10 last year. That's it.
So you do also not want to name them.
I won't name them. Lee Corso might. Lee Corso is right. Everyone who's ever called Lee Corso an idiot should have to apologize on yesterday alone. Coach knows ball.
I mean, he doesn't know where he's at half the time, but the man knows football.
I think it's an age thing. I don't think it's a
still, like, football never left his brain. I mean,
no.
his awareness of what's going on but football, no shot. It's embedded in there.
I told you during the Tennessee game, I was like, watch him be right.
Dude. And then you have Miami that just tried a fake field goal, maybe.
Did they? I don't have it. I have it on in the living room muted.
I just saw a guy wearing 95 run out of bounds with the ball, so I assume that's what it was.
Before the first down, or they execute it?
No. Let's see the it was a botch snap and hold. So the
fire.
Yeah, he tried it, and I think he went the wrong way. That's brutal. Welcome to week 1. Here's one thing I will say about kind of everything in college football is, like, I mean, you got to take fall camp, what you're hearing, with a grain of salt. I mean, week 1 is another one where you're just like, what's vanilla, what's not. Everybody is just like that. There's people beat up from fall camp that they may or may not go depending on who the opponent is. I just think it's another kind of wait and see. Let's not put all of our eggs in one basket because what we saw in week 1. I mean, we just had you don't think Mario Cristobal is now going to run that fire play from the holder and make sure he goes the right direction?
Yeah. A lot of things. It's a lot of feeling out situations, and I mean, Tennessee did get a nice kind of draw where you're not playing a kind of best of both worlds. You get to play an opponent kind of tough enough to test you in certain areas, but also an opponent where you can be a little bit more vanilla. You don't have to open up the whole playbook. You kind of just get to go out there and say, "Hey, let's execute what we do best," and like go from there. We don't have to throw out different formations that we're installing week of game, things like that. I think there's a lot for Tennessee to get better at. And they get another week to do it. Like, they get to go see ETSU, hopefully get healthy. That interior defensive line, that defensive line's good. It's gonna be tough if the interior's struggling all year, especially how much they rotate.
Yeah, I think
freaking hockey subs, and we're down to one line now.
The defense entirely just needs to get healthy. I mean, Ricky Gibson didn't play half the game. You had David Hobbs, who's going to be out for a little bit, and then Joshua Joseph. I mean, how many injury timeouts do we have? I mean, the game took 4.5 hours, so it had to be a ton.
It didn't take 4.5, Landon, because the game didn't start till 12:30, which don't understand that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's like every game. This game didn't start till 7:45.
Yep. Why? What are start times? What do start times mean?
Yeah. What are we waiting? What are we waiting on? Why don't you just put 7:45 and then I don't turn my TV on?
Well, and then you schedule the next game. Sometimes they're trying to rush to get to that game. Why don't you start it 15-20 minutes late?
Oh, it's gonna be a basketball season, isn't it? Where we have to find
Apparently
the
not.
game.
Nope. They'll don't worry. They'll move the game that's currently playing. How was that experience at a bar? Like, did they get it switched off?
No,
fast enough.
I think they tried it and they eventually just turned off the TVs.
Well, so I couldn't get it to. So I couldn't find ESPN News on YouTube TV. Like, if you just search ESPN News, won't pull it up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to scroll. So then I go to the ESPN app because that'd be the easiest place to find it. Technical difficulties. Yeah, so then I go back to ESPN News, try to find it, finally find it. But I mean, it took me minutes.
Oh yeah, I mean, I missed the Miles Kitselman touchdown because
I did too. Yeah. Apparently, it's a thing now. In blowouts, they'll switch them over. I don't understand that. When you have so you have this rule that all of a sudden you're not following. Because that was what we were told. That was the year we were going to Tommy Trent's Law. I don't remember what year that was. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we always finish the game. We always finish the game. All of a sudden, without warning, we no longer finish the games.
Yeah, that's
and the best part is they switch it over for pregame.
The game doesn't even
run
start.
Out of the tunnel yet.
No,
game if you switch the game, it better be at kickoff.
Mm-hmm.
If you're doing it.
Yeah, can we get like a dual screen at least? Give us time to maybe find the right channel.
Right. Well, they'll tell you they can't do that for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, they don't go multi-view for the most random things now.
Right. Yeah, that was super frustrating.
They'll go multi-view on SEC Network so we can watch Peter Burns stuff his face with some obscure concession stand snack. But God forbid we actually watch a game.
That made me think of God, what's his name?
I don't even know if it's who.
Mincy, Gerald Mincy, in line, like during a game.
I don't even know if it's Peter Burns that's always eating. There's one guy that's always eating on there. Peter Burns is just the first guy that popped in my head.
Peter Burns is taking strays.
Apologize, Peter Burns, if it's not you. And by the way, I think it rocks. Like I love seeing announcers in the booth eating foot-long corn dogs. Sign me up.
Yeah.
But then we're getting games switched off, and now I'm pissed about it.
Right. I guess it was like we should have just went straight to the radio.
I listened to the radio pretty much the whole day, so that was nice. Except for when I was at Southside.
Yeah. I want to have it. I want to rewatch the game with Mike Keith. I think that would be a really, I don't know how they do that, but it would be cool to.
Nowadays, you could probably just do it yourself. Like, go to the DVR version.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm sure they have those on the Vol Network website.
Okay, maybe
I'm
just
sure. I don't know if you could or not. I don't know if that's true, but you might be able to. And they released the highlight tape with.
It just
Mikey
seems like it
dubbed
might
over.
take effort. I wish somebody would just do the effort for me on YouTube. That would be
Sure.
nice.
You did at least get highlights of Mike Keith, so you got like the big calls.
Yeah. Did we get a big sack? I didn't get to watch his.
I'm sure they have the Arion
yeah.
Carter sack on there, and I was listening to the radio for that, and he's got a good call of it.
Okay.
He doesn't drop his big, his big sack, but it's a good call.
Yeah, you can't go all out in game one. I mean, he's
Sure,
got
yeah. We got a voice to say. We got 12. We got what? SEC championship game. That's 13.
That's 15 more games.
At least. Got a few more.
Yeah.
Did you drop you can't go 15-0 till you go 1-0?
It's 16-0. That's what it would be if you went the distance. Yeah.
Would it be if you had a bye?
Yeah, because it'd be 12. The SEC championship would be 13.
Okay, yeah. Quarterfinals somehow.
Yeah.
Did you drop it?
Oh yeah, I dropped it.
Okay.
It's back, baby. We're so back.
I love college football. This in fact, I looked over at my significant other Friday night and I said, with 4 screens on my TV, multi-view, and I said, I wish they had this every week. I was not met with the same response, but yeah.
I mean, it's the best. Nothing like it.
Last night I turned on the UCLA game and I was asked, can we just watch a movie?
Yeah, you watching?
I was like, yeah, we can. Who cares? And buddy, am I glad I have to sit through that shit show.
Oh God. I will say this, props to Nico for, it seemed like him and this fan base didn't vibe, so he just went to a place where there is no fan base. So
I'm glad you said that, Landon. I have a question. Okay. Everyone always drops it when USC has 0 people, when UCLA has 0 people. Everyone goes, there's so much more to do in LA than there is the South. Like what?
Sounds like a Diddy party. I don't know.
There's hiking. Fun fact. There's the beach. Fun fact. Beautiful. Plenty of lakes around here.
Uh-huh.
There's restaurants. Oh, they only have them in Southern California, Landon.
Yeah.
Can't go to them here.
No one can afford them in California.
I just don't get it. And then they're like, Landon, why on a beautiful day in the end of the summer, right when the fall comes, why would you want to be outside for 4 to 6 hours? That seems absurd.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Closer to family.
I don't understand that argument. There's way more to do in LA. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, and it's going to take you 45 minutes to go do something else because of traffic. So
yeah, you got to stay. If you got to stay in one spot for a couple hours, you might as well go to a college football game.
Right.
Yeah, and it's also you're right. They are right. There's way more to do when the option is to go to a UCLA game and you suck. Yeah, there's way more to do.
Right. Yeah, and Deshaun Foster, I mean, he's really selling his team at Big 12 Media Days when he's just like, yep, we're in LA.
Which is a good point.
Yeah. It's us, USC, and we're excited. I'm like, okay. I mean, pop off, man. Just don't. Close to the vest. And then there's Deshaun Foster.
Sure.
All right, let's start with the offense. What we like, what we don't like. Start with quarterback. Just get that one.
No, I don't. I want to start with Deshaun Bishop.
Okay, let's do it.
Deshaun Bishop. I tweeted this. I would like to welcome everyone to the Deshaun Bishop fan club as the president of the Deshaun Bishop fan club. All are welcome. He's a dog. There's 0 doubt about it. You're going to love him. Number 18 in your programs, number 1 in your hearts. Congratulations and welcome to this club. It's a wonderful club to be a part of. I've been there since he was a junior in high school. A lot of people are like, oh, he was undervalued and under-recruited. Not by me. Not by me.
You're one of the big reasons he's at Tennessee.
Yeah.
You put him on the map.
Confirmed. Josh Heupel, a big listener of this show.
Yep. It is interesting with the running backs. I mean, no surprise, Tennessee can run the football again. now they have 3 guys that can really run the football and do it in a bunch of different ways. Do you think there's enough football to go around?
No, I said that to you yesterday. I don't.
I mean, where's the cutoff though? Because like knowing yesterday, I was like, yeah, that's the third guy. I mean, I think Deshaun Bishop is your number 1, and then it's between Starr and Peyton Lewis. But
really, it got frustrating, and I want to see DeJuan Morris. He looks electric. Like he's fast as all get out. I want to see him. Really, the frustration came when like they throw DeJuan Morris in. Are all 3 of our guys really that exhausted that we had to throw in DeJuan Morris for 2 snaps? Just keep it at least those 3 if we're gonna do that.
Yeah, like last year it was Dylan Sampson and sometimes Deshaun Bishop. There wasn't really a ton else after that. And now it's like they went Deshaun Bishop a series, Peyton Lewis a series, Starr Thomas a series. Like, let's find this happy medium in here a little bit.
Yeah, which and it's going to be tough to like rotate guys during the series because this offense looks like it's going to go fast again, which I love.
Yeah,
I mean, they need to slow it down at times. Not in the red zone, by the way. But I think they do need to slow it down at times for their sake and the defense's sake. But yeah, it's gonna be hard to sub. But I mean, when you do slow it down, rotate your running backs then, because they're probably tired.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of funny. I mean, it was kind of split pretty evenly. You had Starr Thomas had 12 carries, Deshaun Bishop had 11, Peyton Lewis had 8.
And and then Peyton probably should have had 10 because I don't know why DeJuan Morris just randomly came into the game for 2 snaps.
Get a little taste, a little appetizer.
Sure. Yeah. I love him as a return man.
Yeah, I mean, let him return it though.
Right.
And then they put Braylon Staley back there. I'm like, which one are we? I don't know. Whatever. I do think it's a great problem to have because you have a ton of options back there. And last year, I felt like you didn't have enough depth, and now maybe you have. I don't want to say too much because I don't think you ever have too much, but it feels like it's very crowded. And a guy like Deshaun Bishop, where he averages over 6 or over 7 yards per carry, like I want to see him get more touches than 11. And Starr Thomas kind of the same way. Like he averaged a ton too. So and he was really good out of the backfield. You know, he caught that touchdown. So I'm not saying anybody deserves like less carries than somebody else. I just want them to figure out how they're gonna rotate these guys and make the most out of that really talented running back room.
Yeah, I agree. And it just feels like you said, there's not enough football to go around. So it feels like you need to whittle it down to at least 3. I'd probably like to see 2 guys getting the bulk of the carry with that third guy coming as needed.
Mm-hmm. Do you think this? It seems like they were trying to get the offense going as much as possible, especially early. Like it was very much, hey, let's start off the game by throwing it. I mean, everybody knew Tennessee was going to be able to run the football. I felt like Tennessee could have ran the ball every single play and won this football game.
Yeah, it did feel like that. It just seemed like they said the easy stuff's there. We're going to get it going. We're not going to waste time. That's what it felt like to me. Everything, for the most part, there was a deep ball. I guess it was technically thrown to Brazel. Looked like he could have thrown it to Mike or Brazel on that one on the first drive, and that was the only one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it was just take the easy stuff, and we'll get this quarterback and offense rolling.
Yeah. I do like how we utilize the running backs in the passing game. That's something different we haven't seen in a couple of years.
You know he wanted to. You're telling me I can throw a screen to someone else? Sign me up. It took until I was right. I think it was the 3rd snap of the game. Or no, was it the second? Was it the 2nd snap of the game we threw a screen to Brazel? I said it was 2nd or 3rd. We'd throw a screen.
Okay. I know it was on that drive is when Deshaun Bishop had his too.
Let's go to the play-by-play.
Okay.
We opened the game to Mike. Now Mike only had 2 touches the whole game, but one of those would be It'd be the first one. Yeah, through a screen to Brazel. Second play of the game.
Heck yeah. 9 yards.
Yep. Speaking of that first one, too, he did it throughout the game. I just like that Joey Aguilar will sit in and take a hit to throw a deep ball.
It said we had a pass incomplete to Amari Jefferson. Was Amari Jefferson in the game that early? I don't know.
I was driving, so I don't remember that.
Yeah. I thought Braylon Staley was in the game, but whatever.
I think that was the one. Where was that at? That might have been the one to Mike. No, that's later on in the drive.
Okay.
It's 2nd and 9.
I don't know. It just said
Yeah, I see it
Amari
too.
Jefferson. So
yeah, I don't know. Monty says no, so I'm going to go with Monty here on this one.
Okay,
And
yeah.
go no.
Eyes in the sky, Monty. But I
also did say, I said if Tennessee scores on the first drive, they score 40. I did mean a touchdown, but I didn't clarify, so I'm just going to say I was right.
Okay. This was the first year, I think, in Josh Heupel since he's been a head coach that they haven't scored a touchdown on the opening drive.
Of the season?
Yeah, he has. It's 7 touchdowns, so now it's 7 touchdowns and a field goal in his 8 years as a head coach.
Wow.
Pretty crazy. I was like, man, okay, points, love it. But then that came out, and I was like, that's kind of depressing.
I would not have guessed we scored an opening drive against Bowling Green just because we missed a lot of deep balls that game.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently we did.
Okay. Good to know.
What did you think about the receivers?
I thought they looked pretty good. Monty said it. Wide receivers still dropped some balls. They did. Some not good ones, but overall, I thought they played really good.
I think there's a ton of talent. Yeah, definitely want to clean up some of those drops, especially when it hits you right in the chest.
Right.
But that stuff is going to happen. I think it was refreshing to see like you had those drops and it didn't kill a drive. That was nice.
Well,
like
Mike's drop kind of killed the first drive.
That's true.
That would have been 3rd and short.
Yeah. But it wasn't like, I don't know.
We didn't have to punt it. We didn't have to punt it away. You're right.
Yeah. Last year, it just felt like any kind of drop, it just took all the win. You're like, well, there was our one opportunity, our one chance to score, and we missed it.
Sure.
But I also really love Braylon Staley in the slot. And it is very nice to see a guy in the slot catch the football and continue to run after he catches the football. That was beautiful.
Why did that guy not tackle him?
I don't know.
I mean, he had him wrapped up for 10 yards?
Yeah, he just kept
trying to
running
strip
with
the
him.
ball.
Yeah, I guess so. He's like, I'm already beat. I mean,
yes.
Now I get to look like I'm just putting in effort.
Right. Yeah, I just need to let the tape know I'm trying.
Yeah.
Unlike Alabama's defense, they let the tape know they were not trying.
You named them.
Number 18. I don't know who that is. It's gonna be a tough film session. He puts on a nice jog for the whole play. He's running. It's one of those like, Coach, I'm running. That's about all he's doing. You can see his arms pumping.
Yeah, that performance was tough to watch.
No, it was beautiful. What do you mean?
I did lose some money on that one. And that's what sucks about like
all my week 1 bets hit.
Really?
Ole Miss got the over by himself of 62.5, 63. I told you. Lane Kiffin wants to score, baby. And then they got a chain snatched in pregame. It was as soon as I saw that, I thought about doubling down.
I did see that. That's funny.
I'm 3-0, baby.
Love it.
Can't wait to lose money next week.
Yeah, it's like it was in a weird position. You're like, I wish I didn't bet on him because I love seeing this, but I hate losing money because of it.
If I told you Bert Kreischer gave one of the worst crowd hype speeches before the game ever, would that have changed your opinion?
Maybe.
You need to go watch it. It'll make you cringe.
Really?
It's so bad.
Dang.
And the crowd just keeps clapping like when he names he name drops somebody. He's like, this is the house of Bobby Bowden. Everyone's like, yeah.
Was he trying to be funny or was he trying to like hype people up?
I think there was a little bit of both, but
Okay.
I don't think he was trying to be like funny in the way of like this speech is gonna suck. But he kind of was.
Well, good thing about him, it would have been the worst speech we've ever heard.
What's the worst one we've ever heard?
At a wedding this past year. I'm pretty sure you were there. It was at Brody's wedding. I'll just go ahead and say it. He's going to listen to the pod. It'd probably text me about it.
Oh. Brody or the guy that gave the speech?
Maybe both.
I don't think the guy that gave the speech is going to listen because he said
he
asked if y'all
sometimes
wanted
gets
to
in
play
live chat.
That's true, but he's asked if y'all want to play golf on Saturday at 12.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know if he was like being serious or
I couldn't tell either.
making a
but
joke, but
he didn't respond
yeah.
after that, so I thought maybe he was being serious.
Yeah, so it wasn't the worst.
I don't know. This is pretty bad.
That's tough. Hey, one thing about the quarterback, about Joey Aguilar, I think what builds confidence, that offensive line, man.
Yeah, they look good, and they were mixed and matched. And I don't love the plug and play crap. Like Brent Hubbs got on the pregame when Mike Keith announced that David Sanders is going to be out, and he's like talking about where he's like, now this guy's going to move to here, and this guy's going to move to here, and this guy's going to move to here. I was like,
yeah,
what?
We'll keep it shuffle.
I mean, I don't love the plug and play method, but it looks like they can do it successfully. So
yeah. I mean, that's why I wanted to standing O for that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, standing over the O line. Yeah. Big heavies.
Yeah, dude, that was that was pretty good.
Oh, I would have been a phenomenal tackle. Quick feet, wide hips. You kidding me? I think we talked about this, how Sandra Bullock would have loved me.
I think you would have been
as quick as a hiccup.
Center.
Oh, that too.
And get really low.
I would have been good at every position because I can pull as a guard, man. Get me going downhill. We pulled a center yesterday, Landon.
And he absolutely destroyed somebody.
Yeah, we pulled a center.
I love it.
Fire me up. We pulled a center with a T-bar. I mean, is this 1973?
It was a beautiful thing. But yeah, I love this offensive line. I don't know if you got to see it, but Lance Hurd, I mean, he buries somebody into the turf on Joey Aguilar's touchdown throw to Star Thomas. It was just fun to see. There was zero pressure on Joey Aguilar, really. And if there was any that he couldn't find somebody, he was really comfortable at getting out of the pocket, keeping his eyes downfield, and
the pressure was late. Like he had time. It was more about like if he had pressure in his face, it was because like first, second read weren't there.
Yeah. It didn't feel like Syracuse like brought a blitz at all. And maybe they did, it just didn't feel like it.
Right.
Yeah, I thought he was really composed, poised in the pocket, and he didn't put the ball in harm's way. We kept hearing about all these interceptions he threw at App State. Yesterday, it didn't seem like a guy who just is going to throw a ton of interceptions. I mean, maybe that changes, but I thought he did really well of just if he was throwing it, like where it was covered up, it was a jump ball. and giving his receivers a chance. That was the main thing for me is, was it perfect? No.
Right.
You know, there was definitely some accuracy issues like throwing high and stuff like that, but he didn't throw the ball in coverage, and he gave his receivers a chance. Like some of those are high, but Ethan Davis, like that one that he had to jump for, that's got to be a catch. Yeah, like you teach that, like hit him in the chest on a screen pass, please. But I mean, catch the ball.
Sure.
If you're a tight end, you're not getting a ton of targets anyway. You got to catch the ones that come to you.
Not just this offensive line, just the team as a whole, but obviously the offensive line carries some weight in this. 7 penalties for 65 yards is still a thing. My God, can we stop being so penalized?
Yeah. What were like the majority of the penalties?
I know we had. I can think of a false start that occurred. We had an offsides where we were just lined up. I mean, we were on the tackle's shoulder.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
I think we had a PI, but I think it was like a good PI. Like, no, it wasn't a PI. That was that one. We got called for, like, we didn't even pull the guy. We got called for the classic, like, where you have him on the back hip.
Yeah.
And he didn't even pull on him that time. Trying to remember the other ones.
And again, those weren't like back breakers either.
They weren't. None of them were back breaking, but when you have 7 a game, one of them's usually going to be.
Yeah.
Like, that's just kind of how that works.
And 7's pretty good from what we've been penalized.
I think we averaged 8, to be fair. I think we averaged 8 last year.
It seems like a lot more.
Okay, I'm glad Monty mentioned it. We had the chop block. That's not a chop block.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That wasn't a chop block. The guy has to be engaged with a block when someone goes low on him. He wasn't engaged with a block. He was leaning on the tackle who was trying to pin down the guard. So you can just touch an offensive player, and if you get hit low, it's a chop block? That cannot be how the rules laid out.
Right.
Surely, right?
Yeah, I don't think Heupel like that either. Which Heupel loves. We talk about Rick Barnes and arguing with officials. Heupel likes to get on officials.
Can I show you his favorite move?
Yeah. They always show him
loves
the
squint and squat.
Yeah.
He loves the squint and squat. His favorite move.
Yeah.
How many drops did Mike Matthews have? We had a couple comments about his drops.
I thought
he just had that one.
He had one. I think there was another one where he probably could have caught it, and it was placed badly. But that's all I can remember. I mean, Brazel's was the most egregious.
Well, and I really didn't like the one on the first drive because I just thought he was also going the wrong way.
Yeah.
Thought it was bad. Bad instincts, like someone would say about Arion Carter.
Yeah. There was also a couple wrinkles within the offense. You know, we mentioned them throwing to the running backs. That was different. Throwing a screen to a running back is not like Josh Heupel to do. He just hasn't done it. So I like that. Hey, you know, we can't run you guys 20 times a game because we have 3 really good running backs, but maybe we can throw you the football sometimes.
Yeah.
Then we went to the pistol. That was new. We
lined up in the pistol quite a bit.
Yeah.
We had 13 personnel at one point, Landon.
I like that. We threw a deep ball with 2 tights. They lined up as wings, and we threw the one to Staley.
Yep. Play action.
Yeah, we also did a lot of the like a bubble screen.
Yeah.
And then you
be back.
A slant beside it, like behind it.
Yeah.
We did a lot of that. That was a new slants were something that we haven't seen a whole lot until
Since 2022.
Yeah, until you kind of had to with Dante Thornton because that was the only way we were going to score a touchdown.
Even then, we didn't run them much last year, and you're thinking every time we ran them, we've scored.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, keep doing it. Yeah, I like the wrinkles within the offense. I think having a really good offensive line probably helps that, where you can do a lot more things. So I'm interested to see kind of how that. And again, it was week 1, so it's probably pretty vanilla. So there's got to be more coming, you would think.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, do we just let's line up all 3 running backs back behind the center and just eeny, meeny, miny, mo, whichever one just gets the football, the other 2 block. Let's try that. I think that would be fun to see. But yeah, really like what I saw from the offense. I think the defense was a little underwhelming to me, but the offense was a lot better than expected. So I thought Tennessee would win this game. I thought that it would be around that 20-ish range. I didn't really see Tennessee putting up 45 points. I know 7 of that comes from a scoop and score by Colton Hood. But I thought they played really well, especially that first half where last year we had issues scoring in the first half. Tennessee scored 31 points. So a lot to like about this team, a lot to kind of build on. Again, it wasn't perfect, but you made the most of it. And I thought you were good at quarterback, good at offensive line. Obviously, you have those running backs. And the defense had its moments. There was a time in the third quarter where they just kind of fell asleep. I don't know if they got caught with too many subs in, and there was just at one point it was Jamal Wallace was in. I think Ethan Utley was in. Ben Bolton, which I think is preferred walk-on, and Jaden Harmon. So, I think Caleb Herring was another guy in there. So, and that was one of their touchdown drives. So that's kind of hard to see. Tennessee, bottom line, they just need to get healthy on defense with getting Jermod McCoy back, getting Ricky Gibson back healthy. They just have a ton of stuff that they need to. Aaron Carter dealt with some injuries in this game. I think cramping, but still took him out of some. Joshua Josephs was another guy. Tyree Weathersby, Nathan Robinson, who no one even really knew until this game. That was fun to watch, but he dealt with some injuries in it too. So I think bottom line for the defense, I'm not going to say that they're going to take a big step back from last year, but they need to get healthy for anybody to expect them to be just as good as they were last year.
Yeah, that's a big thing right now. I think they've shown that they can get a ton of pressure. The linebackers look good. I think the defensive backs look good outside of a few just plays that they get gashed in. And I think if you get healthy, that helps a ton.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're also playing a lot of new faces. A lot of faces you probably didn't expect to play as many snaps this game as they did.
Yeah, I think Ty Redmond played 60 snaps as a true freshman. Game 1.
That's not ideal.
What a steal he was. It's not ideal, but I think there's trust in him to do that.
Sure.
That was a guy who a 3-star, and everybody's on Martinez for recruiting and stuff like that, but they get a guy out of Milton, Georgia, who is a really good program, and he looks like he's going to be a huge factor for Tennessee in the defensive backfield. Yeah, his offers were Missouri, Mississippi State, Indiana, Arizona State, so not the big hitters that you want to beat out, but I think Martinez has done really good with guys, even though you're not getting the top guys, which I would like us to get one every now and then. But getting a true freshman that can help you with a preseason all SEC cornerback in Ricky Gibson and a preseason All-American with Jermod McCoy.
Mm-hmm.
For him even getting mentioned to have playing time, I think speaks a lot about him.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think this defensive backfield's gonna be fine in the long run. I think, like I said, outside of a few plays, I thought they played really well.
I like what they got at corner. I mean, Colton Hood was phenomenal too.
Scoop
I
and
thought,
score, baby.
yeah, I thought Jalen McMurray looked good. Ton of pass breakups. I mean, they were around the football. They played physical. They played
I thought
aggressive.
Angeli played really good too.
Yeah, I don't think he's bad at all. That's another thing that I kind of took away from this game. I don't think Syracuse is as bad as people expect them to be.
No, that running back's really good. He's humongous.
Yeah, he's a dude.
And I think they're a new team that's gonna. I think you've seen that in some of week 1 of college football where it looks like just some offenses aren't quite meshing great yet. I think it's just gonna be a new thing of like week 1's probably not gonna always look great.
Yeah. And like Tennessee they're on the verge to get some, like this is on the verge of being a really big blowout. But I think on a 4th down, Boo Carter has Angeli wrapped up. Can't get him on the ground. They throw it to a tight end that's just basically standing there. They pick up the first down. I think they went on to score. And then they converted like, were they 3 for 4 on 4th downs or?
Yeah, that first 4th down, that 4th and 10, just it wasn't a busted coverage exactly. There just were a few guys like not exactly where they should have been. Your safeties were a little too deep. Your linebacker was probably a little bit too shallow, like where he was just defending just wide open space. Boo Carter got sat down in the right spot, just didn't quite get dropped fast enough. Because, like, I mean, when you look at the flats and there's nothing there, you got to find something to defend. Like, it wasn't exactly a busted coverage. It's just, honestly, like, it was just a really good play against that defensive call with a few guys just slightly not where they needed to get to. They got to their spots, but they didn't find who they needed to defend.
Yeah. It is crazy. I thought that Syracuse, I'm like, man, they're running the ball well. I think, and looking at the box score, they only had 103 rushing yards.
And I bet that Willis dude, I bet he got touched in the backfield. He carried the ball 23 times. I bet he got touched in the backfield half of those.
Yeah.
He just made some plays.
And he had 91 yards. I mean, that he didn't just now he did have 3 touchdowns, which is a decent day, but I mean, it was kind of his longest was 14. Like he had to earn a ton of those yards.
Yep.
And for Tennessee to rack up 248 and Syracuse to have 103 total, that makes me feel better about the defense. I think there was times where they need to get off the field, need to finish, stuff like that. But I don't think it's as bad as it looks giving up 26 points. Because I said it on Thursday. I was like, I don't think they sniffed 20. I was wrong, obviously. But when you take into account the injuries and I mean, they just kind of fell asleep in the 3rd quarter there. And then not being able to finish some of those 4th downs and get off the field. That's where that's probably 2 scores right there.
Yeah. Yeah. They definitely picked it up some in the 4th quarter. Now it just shows in the box score, just shows 7 points, but coincidentally, they scored the same amount in the 3rd quarter, but it did feel like that 3rd quarter was a lot more lackadaisical than the 4th.
Yeah. I really like the linebackers, though. I thought all those guys played well, especially those first 3. I think Arion Carter is an absolute freak. Did you watch that stunt he had
on a sack? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean that's beautiful football.
Ramon Foster loved it. I loved it.
Like he's. I'm trying to think of like who is. Tennessee hasn't had a linebacker this sideline to side, this athletic since who?
I mean, probably not so long ago. Probably AJ Johnson.
Okay, I was thinking that, or it is probably AJ Johnson.
Yeah, I don't think it's sooner than that. I mean, yeah.
That's still kind of a long way. That's kind of
It's almost 10 years. It's over 10 years. His last year was 2014, I think.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, 10 years.
Yeah.
Banks was really, really good in the run defense. Monty, he was not good in pass defense.
No.
He was a liability in pass defense.
Yeah. Aaron Carter is a true NFL linebacker.
Yeah. A-train.
A-train. Yeah. And then Jeremiah Thielander gets a pick. Edwin Spillman got a sack. Just awesome stuff by all three of those guys, who I think is going to be the staple of Tennessee's defense this year.
They're the core group for sure.
Yeah. And then Joshua Josephs. I mean, starting off the game, I was like, dude, he's going to. I mean, Syracuse is going to wake up have nightmares. He dealt with some injuries, but he was really good.
And you mentioned going back to linebackers real quick. I didn't realize how small Arion Carter and Jeremiah Thielander were as freshmen when they played as freshmen until this year. When I look at them, those dudes are monsters now.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But they weren't small exactly as freshmen, but comparatively, holy crap!
I mean, Arion Carter. I mean, they kept making the Al Wilson reference, and I was like, I mean, his pads are massive too. It kind of reminds me of Al Wilson.
If his pads are smaller than Al Wilson's, if he had Al Wilson's pads, I could really get onto it.
Yeah.
Colton Jumper reference. Hell yeah, Levi.
He tried. He was one of those guys that tried. I mean, you're gonna watch tape and just know he tried.
I just watched a play where Notre Dame got the ball punched out. Did you notice on that play? I can't remember. I think it was a third down, or maybe it was a 4th and short conversion, where we punched the ball out of Willis's arm and it went to fell into the other arm.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, it was second quarter, I think, and somebody got a hand to it and it punched it into the other arm.
That's some Tennessee stuff I've ever heard.
I'm gonna have to go find it. Yeah, because I just kind of dropped my head when it happened, and Trey was sitting there next to me. He's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, that's a tough one." I was like, "Yeah, but I'm not even so upset about it. It just makes me sad how it played out. We almost stripped it."
Who did you pick in this Miami Notre Dame game?
I just bet on Miami to Miami to cover 6.5 right after they score that touchdown.
Plus 6.5 or minus?
Minus.
Okay.
Now it's tied, and the rain's even harder. The rain's picking up. Neither offenses looked great. I was like, all right, they scored.
Let's get it. All right, let's anything else you kind of want to mention on this game? I thought everybody was like, well, Tennessee's defensive line does not get home like they did last year. And yeah, that's probably true, but I thought we did, especially at the first of the game.
Yeah, I thought we did okay. I mean, it's the same thing like we talked about with the offense early on in the show. Like week 1, I thought we did a decent job kind of in a lot of places. Let's get to week 2, 3, 4 before I really start making determinations. I thought everything I know right now, I feel okay about.
Mm-hmm. I think we kind of mentioned a lot of these guys, but who were some guys that impressed you?
Joey Aguilar impressed me, obviously. The running back group as a whole, the offensive line. I thought Braylon Staley looked really good. Going to defense, Nate Robinson. I thought Arion Carter. I thought our linebacking group as a whole really looked good. I thought Joshua Josephs I want to see him finish plays, but I thought he did a good job of getting pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think we talked about. We didn't know how much he'd be able to really get home. I think the linebackers have to help in that regard. Colton Hood played good. Adrees Farouk is close, I think, to being really good. He's like a step away from, I think, making big plays.
Okay.
I think he's got, maybe it's the mental game, still kind of feet wet. he's going to be playing a lot more than he was asked to last year, maybe. So I think he's close.
Okay.
I'm still high on him.
Man, I was super impressed with Nathan Robinson. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a mountain, number one. He's 6'6", 300 pounds. Like, he is a force up
He's
front.
a big dude. Yeah.
And really like his athletic ability. I mean, usually when guys that big, you're like, okay, like quarterback can just fake one way, go the other. I mean, he just ate up blocks and got right to Angeli. And just as a redshirt freshman, I mean, kid's still young. Again, needs to stay healthy and he dealt with injuries last year. But I think a guy who didn't go to camps out of high school at Greenbrier, just a small town. Fun fact, same high school as Jake Rucker.
Okay.
PFL.
Nice.
But yeah, he just I don't think anybody saw that coming. I didn't even really expect him to get that many reps. And he just went out there and made the most out of everything. And they're like, all right, just keep going out there. We can't take you off the field. Look what you're doing.
Right.
Until he got injured there. But yeah, interested to see because I think they needed a defensive tackle to step up with David Hobbs going down. And so this just getting a guy like that to just kind of break out and be a gamer is really good for that defensive line and the defense as a whole.
Yeah, I agree.
And then
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I really like the running backs, the offensive line. Colton Hood was really good, and also I love Miles Kitselman. I mean, he's just
I think it's fair.
He's hard hat guy. Like he just goes out there and does his thing, and he'll put somebody in the dirt, and then he has a one-handed catch. But you're looking at him, you're like, okay, like this guy isn't anything special, and he goes out there and he's just a dude. I mean, we're going to talk about Alabama and how bad they were. That looks like a tough decision for them to not even like utilize him at tight end at all.
Right.
Just stupid. And then I love Braylon Staley in the slot. I think Tennessee needed a true slot guy that can get run after the catch and is a burner and has sure hands, and really good to kind of have that back. No, I'm not trying to take digs at Squirrel White, but you need a guy like that in the slot who can catch the ball and then get you yards after the catch.
Right. I don't want to go away. I don't want to go to Squirrel White too soon, but what did his stat line end up being yesterday? I know he had a few catches or a few targets.
I know he had a big catch who he fell down after.
Okay, everyone needs to go to Vol Freaks YouTube. Go to 117.30. It's a 4th down conversion late in the second half or first half. 3:09 left on the clock. Someone gets a hand to it with Willis running on 4th and 1, the one they converted down at the goal line, and they punch it over and it goes directly into his arm. Yeah, that was it. Oh,
that's tough.
But going back into just like how like there were a couple of close plays where like you put it like that's what ends up scoring them a touchdown on drive.
Mm-hmm.
Is that 4th down conversion, and it was almost a turnover. And you feel a lot different about the defense if that bounce just goes the other way.
Yeah. Yeah. If they don't score 20 points, I don't think anybody's like, the defense kind of concerning.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that is just coming off what you did last year where the offense was so bad, your defense had to be so good for you to win football games that we're a little probably on edge.
I need Tim Banks to still have that analogy, like have that mentality of like, if we're going to win football games, I've got to blitz all night.
Yeah, it seemed like we kind of stopped blitzing a little bit.
Yeah. I think he likes doing that. I think he likes, letting the reins out a little bit.
Squirrel White had 1 catch for 40 yards and he fell down.
All right. It was enough for a win, Landon.
That's true. He is from Alabama, too. I mean,
he's beat Alabama.
The guy just beats Alabama.
3 out of 4 attempts, he's beat Alabama.
That's insane. And I think his best game against Alabama was the one that we lost.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Henry To'oTo'o has never won an Alabama-Tennessee game in Neyland.
Still
Still to this day.
never lost.
You guys know me. I'm the film guy. Blanking on his name. Brooks Austin.
Okay.
Sounds like his name should be Austin Brooks.
Brooks Austin. Yeah.
I think it's his name, isn't it? Brooks Austin.
I think yeah, you're right.
He has put out. He did this afternoon. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. A full Joey Aguilar breakdown. So I'm excited to watch that.
Okay. Like good things? I mean,
I don't know. He just put out a breakdown.
Okay. He didn't put like any like.
I mean, he did put
Joey
Aguilar. He did say Joey Aguilar was dialed in his first start.
Okay, so that's good.
I mean, I don't know if you could break down and make it bad necessarily. You could probably throw on some like alarm stuff, like, hey, like it's objectively that was a good performance.
Well, if he just put like, here's Joey Aguilar's breakdown, like I don't know really what to expect. If he's dialed, I mean, okay.
I'm just saying, looking at his stat line, and we watched the game, like I don't think you can make a bad film tape of him.
Okay, that's true.
You can maybe, like I said, you can maybe throw some things on that he needs to work on.
Well, there was a lot of people that were just like pump the brakes.
I think it's fair to say to a lot of Tennessee fans that, like, some are acting like we just had the second coming of Peyton Manning.
Yeah. Again, I think it's recency, PTSD a little bit, where you're just like, I mean, we were so bad last year, and I think when we hit on the deep ball, I think everybody was just like, oh my God.
We're back.
Yeah, we're so back.
So back.
I mean, and then what's the new saying now? Feb?
Yeah. You know what it means?
Oh yeah, kind of like it.
You screaming it?
If Josh Heupel will say it and put it on Netflix, I'll say it.
Okay. You think Josh Heupel started it?
Probably not. But
Me thinks no.
yeah, and probably not. Maybe Rodney Garner did.
Yeah, he's got some hype to him. I've seen his pregame stuff. He's a big visualized guy. About every pregame speech, he makes them close their eyes.
I like that.
Close your eyes and visualize you making the play.
Mm.
He loves a good visualization technique.
Did we ever do that in high school? I remember doing that. I couldn't remember if it was in.
We did not. Usually it was like
like
Thursday night. It was said like when you'd lay down at night, visualize
That's
yourself
right,
making
that's
that play. Yeah, not like a fool. Like we sit there and do it now. I think there's something to it.
Yeah. You getting that like?
I think it's a good replacement for practice.
Sure. Yeah.
Just visualize yourself doing it.
Mental reps.
Yeah. I'm really good at mental reps. I make a lot of big plays in my mind.
Oh yeah.
I'm an All-American in my mind, dude.
Yeah, I'm definitely a Heisman. I mean, I think I'm as much as a Heisman candidate right now as Ty Simpson and Arch Manning.
Poor Arch. Didn't play good, but my God, we were talking about our top 10 coaches at golf yesterday, and I was like, Sark's a weird one for me. I think he's really good. I don't think he's, great. He hasn't won anything significant yet as a coach. He's really good. I texted in the middle of that, really after that play action deep corner he had him throw from across the field. I was like, that's one of the worst play calls I've ever seen in my life. I mean, that's just abysmal. He hadn't had Arch throw over like 5 yards. I think he had thrown the ball 15 times at that point, had like 40 yards. So that tells me 0 deep balls. And then he has him throw one of the hardest passes to complete as a quarterback. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, let the man get his feet wet a little bit before you just.
It was an awful pass. I don't know if I said to you or Trey, I was like, did he just have Uncle Peyton's neck surgery? I mean, he can't throw the dang ball. But it was not a good play call.
No. Yeah, I mean, like, what was it? 4 out of the top 10 lost yesterday.
That's
I mean, there
probably
was
right.
going to
There
be
were a lot of
3 of
top
them
matchups.
anyway.
Yeah, there were a lot of top matchups.
Yeah, but
That I will say about this Tennessee offense, there were no play calls that I can think of off the top of my head that I was just like, that's bad. Which I feel like that happened a lot last year. I
mhm.
thought we put Nico in bad situations. I thought Nico, like Arch, played bad a lot of times, but I
Mhm.
also thought that we didn't put him in good situations. And part of that is just like what you make of it. I mean, Joey Aguilar turned a busted play into a touchdown.
Yeah. I do have a couple. Go ahead.
That was also very nice as a Tennessee fan to have the guy that left you that you hate suck.
Oh yeah, everybody was hate watching.
Yeah. It was
And it was
like
so-
it would have sucked if it was roles reversed. It would have really sucked.
Yeah,
for Tennessee.
I was exhausted, but I couldn't stop watching it because
You watched it?
I watched until halftime. Yeah.
Do you have the Miami game on?
Yeah.
Check this out. Landon is watching an incredible touchdown catch.
Oh
the Miami
my
Notre Dame game.
God!
That's an interception. That might be a pick six if he doesn't catch that. That's incredible.
CJ Daniels take a bow. My God.
I haven't even seen the replay yet. I haven't even seen the replay yet.
Stank.
I'll give Carson Beck this too. Couldn't have put it anywhere else. He was in double coverage.
Good Lord.
I mean, it very easily could have been a pick six if he hadn't touched it, but put it in double coverage. The only place that guy could have caught it.
I don't think we'd ever see the day where Miami is more back than Texas.
They're reviewing that? There's no way I hit the ground. Yeah, he trapped it on his body. Oh, maybe where he landed.
Oh man.
Speaking of that, what are your thoughts on that Clemson LSU non-touchdown call?
What do you mean?
The play they called no catch in the end zone. Or out of bounds, I guess, but past the pylon. I don't think he made a football move. He took 2 steps.
Did they didn't give it to him, did they?
No. But everyone's like, that's an obvious touchdown. I was like, I think his momentum caused him to take 2 steps, and then the ball hit the ground.
I mean, this ball didn't touch the ground, did it?
No. I think they were reviewing where he landed. Like where he was down at.
Tutty.
But yeah, that Clemson LSU one, and then everyone's like, yeah, if you slow it down and blah, blah, blah. I watched it in real time, and I just didn't think he had possession. And then the ball knocked it loose, or the ground knocked it loose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agreed with that. I picked LSU, so I was like, dang. But
yeah, I thought it was a good call. Everyone else was up in arms about it. I was like, I've seen way more egregious no catches than that.
Yeah. Man, what a freaking play that was. Guys, go check out our good friends at VIP Play. I did not bet that well this weekend. I didn't bet bad, but it wasn't. I didn't win a lot of money. I didn't go 3-0. No, I didn't. But this is the best time to start sports gambling. So go do that. Visit our good friends at VIP Play. Right now, bet $5, get $100 in bonus bets with promo code MORE. Again, promo code MORE, bet $5, get $100 in bonus bets. And they got a ton of profit boosts going on. They got, everything you could possibly want is on that app. Do that today. You must be 21 and older and located in Tennessee to bet. But go get treated like a VIP at VIP Play today.
Yeah.
Dude, did you see the Roback hoodies? That just
dropped.
I'm
gonna have to go buy something. Go ahead. Is there more than one?
It was just like hoodie is hoodie.
The gray one.
The gray one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so they got the gray one with the Vols script. It's beautiful. So go check out Roback. Use promo code More Important Issues for 20% off that first purchase. Again, get get those new emails going.
Yeah.
Get that 20% off. Get that new hoodie. They have the best polos, hoodies, joggers, whatever you want. But they got that game day collection with Tennessee stuff right now. So I think they are. I don't know if you saw this. They are restocking the black hoodie and the black
Perfect. Black
what
pullover.
pullover. Yeah,
Quarter zip.
in October.
Okay. Oh, okay. So we're ways away. All right.
Yeah.
Good. You have time to save up for that. That's
There
good.
you
go. I did say 3-0 in bets. My live bets, which were Stanford money line when the Hawaii quarterback broke his leg. I thought there was no way they would lose to him. The guy couldn't stand. Lost that. And then I lost a live bet on the Kansas State, Iowa State under in Farmageddon. So my live bets have sucked. So I'll probably lose this Miami to cover -6.5.
See, my live bets has been good. That's
No, my live bets have been awful. Pre-game bets, my locks of the week, if you will, have all hit.
And I was, dude. What kills me is like I'm a sucker at this, but I love getting plus money, so I'll just throw in a game, and that's what screws me. So I took Georgia Tech, I took Auburn to cover.
You are a sucker.
And then I put Alabama as just get the odds up a little bit more, and they suck.
DeBoer sucks.
Yeah.
I hate that I've even called him like good.
Dude,
he's bad.
I mean, that's not even being born on third base. Like, what is that? I mean, you were born.
They have no feel for the game. Like they lost the Vandy game because they just refused to even like try to get back into it. A couple drives at a time. They wanted to hit on one big play to come back in that Vandy game. And similar to Florida State, it's like what happened just getting like 5 yards on first down, 7 yards on first down.
Dude.
And then Ty Simpson's playing NCAA.
I mean, he didn't know.
I don't think he's bad if he isn't sprinting 20 yards backwards.
Yeah, he was.
He actually played pretty good when he didn't do that.
But then they don't even look for Ryan Williams. Barely got the ball. They threw it to that other guy. I mean, they paid Isaiah Horton a crap ton of money from go to Miami to Alabama, and he gets one catch. I don't know. That just looked. The defense is what's more concerning, almost.
Yeah.
I mean, that Florida State quarterback, he played good, but he was 9 for 14 for 152 yards.
The key to beating them is having a Diego Pavia or running the ball. Like that's the key, apparently.
Or Jalen Hyatt.
That's what's throttled them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that was tough to watch.
Agreed.
It was hilarious to watch. But I mean, how mad is that fan base? Because I mean, we were talking about it on Thursday's show. Is like, do you even like being a fan of a team that just wins all the time? It just kind of takes, you kind of bond together as you lose. But I mean, this fan base has to be irate. They've never experienced anything like this.
Some of them are going to move on to the next team.
What is he, 5-5 against ranked opponents?
I can't remember what the stat was. They were throwing out a bunch of crazy stats that like Nick Saban had never lost to 4 ranked opponents or something like that. He's done it in however many games, 39 games or whatever. Yeah. Not 39. Nick Saban's
that's
like
what
139.
Yeah.
And
unranked. Nick Saban had lost like what, 4 games against unranked opponents?
Something like that, yeah.
His entire tenure, and DeBoer's lost 5 or something like that.
And they better freaking enjoy getting stormed on because it's gonna stop soon.
Yeah.
They better eat it up. How about LSU taking over Clemson's storming?
That's hilarious.
Can we put this out here? Having to get on a bus in your own stadium to enter the stadium is not a tradition. It's just dumb.
And then to run down a giant hill.
It's dumb. It's got to be uncomfortable, too, to get on those buses in full pads. Everyone has to turn sideways, I'm sure, and walk down the aisles. I'll do that. I do like that they have like a timeout operator standing outside their bus to be like, hey, you got to go. They got the red hat out there.
Dude, I can't stop watching the CJ Daniels catch. Good Lord.
It's incredible.
All right. Any more games you want to talk about in college football? We have a couple more questions. You want me to go ahead and get to those before we?
How you feel about Frank Beamer in all South Carolina gear today?
That's kind of weird.
Traitor. Virginia Tech fans, you should burn everything you've ever had of Frank Beamer's. For one game, he can't set aside his son's, just tell his son good luck and move on.
Yeah.
You gave that man a life.
Lenora Sellers gave him the game.
You sat through a 0-0 regulation game for that man, and he's going to cheer for his son. Some things are bigger than blood, Landon.
Yeah.
And I think it's college football. I think college football is bigger than blood.
100%. Yeah, Raven asked me, like, what if our son likes Alabama? I was like, I mean, that's fine.
Kick his ass.
Find somewhere else to live.
Yeah, Clay Travis's son's an Alabama fan. He tries to make light of it. I'm like, that just means you're a terrible father.
Somebody should call the number.
Did you see the South Carolina punt return for a touchdown?
I did, yeah.
Did you think? I thought it was, and I don't think it would have made a difference on the play. I thought it was a block in the back initially, like when he caught it. I thought it was very sneaky, very clean block in the back. But he kind of just leans on that guy's like outside shoulder or inside shoulder.
I didn't really notice that.
It's just like the angle at which he did it. He didn't put his hands out, which I think was smart, but he kind of just leans on his inside shoulder. You'll have to go back and watch it and tell me what you think. I'm not saying they should have thrown a flag. I thought it was very sneaky. If it was a block in the back, it was a good block in the back.
I do think it rocks that Tommy, I don't even know how you say his last name. Castellanos?
Castellanos, no?
Castellanos?
Castellanos. I think you pronounce the L's in his.
Okay.
Castellanos.
He did kind of call a shot.
Yeah.
He said they don't have Nick Saban there to save him. I mean,
I like that he's like, Nick Saban would stop me, but nobody else can. Virginia Tech's orange jerseys, they should wear those every week.
Yeah, those are
they were sick.
Yeah. The white helmets.
Yep.
What was our questions? So we have one from our good friend at Vols. Everything he says, am I crazy for thinking player injuries are a bigger issue for Heupel's teams than what we
No, we said this about Butch Jones. I'm going to stop you right there. We said this about Butch Jones. We're in the moment. That's all it is.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks, but I think it's just kind of part of it.
Yeah. You want to build depth so you don't have to worry about them. Sometimes you just get hit with an injury that you can't overcome. It is what it is.
I mean, if there was a ton of like season-ending injuries, I mean, maybe you look into it, but guys are just beat up, and it does seem like maybe we need to stretch out a little bit more before games. A lot of cramps.
That's a week one problem, though, right?
It is a week one problem, but I mean, I'd probably get a cramp too if I did tackle that 240-pound running back. That they
sure. Sure. I think 240 is low. He actually weighs more. They brought him down.
Pretty athletic for 242.
Very athletic. He's got to be what, like 6'4"? He's humongous.
Yeah, he's a big.
I wonder what he is listed at.
Reach the ball out and everything. Yeah.
He's just 6'1". ESPN has him 6'1", 235. How big is Angeli? He looks like he was like right there with Angeli's height, and he looks tall. They say he's 6'3". Oh, interesting. Okay.
Why was Nico not successful here?
I think a lot of reasons. I think he's not a polished quarterback. He's got arm talent, a ton of it. He just hasn't figured out the quarterback position, I don't think.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just not like poised. I don't know.
And I say he's got the arm talent. He's got he can throw the ball far.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the touch either. Along with kind of figuring out the quarterback position.
And I just don't think he was a fit.
Right.
Like, for whatever reason. But I think a big part of it is just like, I mean, from the get-go, it was all about like the NIL money and I'm not saying it was all on him because I mean Tennessee paid it.
I think he's getting bad advice. I think
100%. But it just seems
his agent, whoever is involved, is not good.
I think there's too much like him in the spotlight, and I don't think that's who he is. Like he seems like a guy who like doesn't love the media and all that stuff, but his dad does, and it seems like his agent does. Where I don't know, he never felt comfortable here. I think
right.
So it just didn't work.
Sure,
for whatever reason. Yeah, could he be a really good quarterback someday in the NFL? Yeah, sure. But I mean, let's call what we saw for him on last night. That I mean, his supporting cast is not better than Tennessee's supporting cast. So
sure,
that whole stupid argument of him leaving here because Tennessee couldn't build around him. I mean, that's just asinine. If you watch Saturday night.
Yeah. Let's get Joel Klatt's take on it, though, before we jump to conclusions.
What a jackass. He should have to apologize publicly.
Right. I agree.
For just being stupid.
I don't know. I've never mentioned Tennessee again. Would be fine with me. Mm-hmm. Not even for an apology. Just shut up. Just stop talking. He's always wrong about Tennessee. So just stop. You're a Big Ten guy. Stay at the Big Ten.
But, dude, are we kind of out on, like, 5-star quarterbacks?
For that 2022 class, yes.
Yeah,
2023 class, yes. They all suck.
That's bad.
If you are eligible for the draft this year as a quarterback, go.
I mean, I think the best one right now is Jackson Arnold. And he looks more like a running back than anything.
Yeah.
But you had I think the top 5, it was Arch, Jackson Arnold, Nico.
Jackson Arnold.
Malachi Nelson was one.
Yeah.
Who was the other one? I can't remember who the other one was. I'd have to look it up.
Would Shadur have been? Did he have another year at Colorado? Could he have stayed another year? He should have if he could.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Number 1 transfer, Nico. I mean, he loves being number 1 and just being disappointing.
What do you think about having all transfer teams? That's absurd.
Dante Moore was the other one at Oregon. What'd you say?
They have all transfer teams now?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I will say this. Tennessee did really good in the transfer portal this year. I mean, look at the guys who played really well. I mean, Colton Hood, Sam Middleton, Wendell Moy. Who am I missing? Star Thomas, Joey Aguilar. I mean, everybody they landed came in and played really well on Saturday. And even that I love that they get guys who have multiple years, because then you get another year with Miles Kitselman. You get another year with Chris Brazzell. Who else? Jermod McCoy gets another year. I mean, they've done really well in the portal of not living in the portal, but they've really done a good job of filling spots, and guys are coming in and like they've hit on those. Like they've got guys out of the portal that have done a really good job. I think they need to continue to play it like that because it seems to be working out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lance Hurd was another one. Sorry, forgot that one. So, do you think we knew about David Sanders before? Like,
yes.
Okay.
So he didn't release a depth chart this week.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was like,
Which I guess they could have done
there's
that
no
and still
way
said it was game time.
Yeah, there's no way that like Jesse Perry is like, hey man, by the way,
Yeah,
you're a tackle instead of guard.
Right.
Yeah.
It was beautiful to see a QB go through progressions, Devin. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I think one play he got to his third or fourth progression. I was like, what the is this?
Yeah,
I'm excited to watch this tape on him, to watch the breakdown of him.
Yeah, it's nice to throw to like an open receiver. There was so much of like, man, our receivers can't get open. And now you kind of wonder is like, was our receivers not open or we just not throw to the right guy?
Right.
What's one team that you saw like lose this week that's in a lot of trouble?
In a lot of trouble. Texas, by the way, should have been our most overrated. I don't know if they're in a lot of trouble. They should have been our most overrated. That was a mistake.
Yeah.
They're gonna struggle because their schedule's not super.
We both said we weren't sold on Ty Simpson. So
No, yeah.
I think Alabama is they probably should be up there too.
Sure. I've never believed in Clemson. I also like my lack of belief in Clemson wants me to say, hey guys, let's pump the brakes on LSU. I still think they're not great.
Yeah, this might sound bad, but just watching them, I feel like they have too many white people on the field.
Clemson?
Yeah.
I feel like that's always been a thing for their defense, especially.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know if that guy's a safety or a linebacker, and that's telling.
Sure. I think they'll win a lot of games because they're in the ACC. I think they get that benefit where Texas and Alabama, if they look like that, they are going to play tougher schedules, and that's not going to be fun.
Yeah.
I don't know who else I have on my. Kentucky's going to suck. They won, but they're going to suck.
Yeah.
Hope y'all enjoyed that offseason, being excited about Zach Calzada.
What did I know Oklahoma won and Mateer looked pretty good, but
yeah,
they played Illinois State. They play Michigan this week. That's going to be a good game.
In Norman, right?
Okay.
I think that's right.
They beat Illinois State 35-3.
Going through all the games this week. Diego Pavia's brothers got arrested.
I saw that. Both of them. Did they fight after the game? Kind of like
maybe they got hit with a public intox, so possible. Yeah.
I think the worst team that we've seen so far is probably Kansas State. They almost lost to North Dakota. Not North Dakota State, North Dakota.
Yep.
I think in double overtime. Is that right?
I don't remember what that game went to. I don't know.
Oh no, it was a last minute. It was a last minute touchdown. That's what it was.
I don't remember who it was. Did you see Dan Lanning talking about his wide receiver blocking on a touchdown?
Mm-mm.
One of them ended up with a pancake block in the end zone. He's like, I love that. He was blocking the wrong guy, but I love it. Like he's like, we can make mistakes going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, sure. Just get that pancake.
Also, the Oregon Duck got decapitated pregame. Don't know if you saw that.
Oh, I didn't. That's awesome.
He lost his head. I think riding the motorcycle out.
Oh, did Lee Corso take it?
I don't know. Decapitated. We had a funeral for a bird. They also did get charged with assault. It couldn't have been assault. I think it was resisting arrest, Monty, because they got bailed out like 2 hours later.
Okay,
And I don't think they would have gotten bailed out for assaulting an officer. I think they would have been in jail till Tuesday because it's Labor Day weekend.
Okay.
So
Who did Vandy play?
Charleston Southern.
Okay.
They won. So give that. Hey, they beat an FCS team. They lost to an FCS team a few years ago. I did see that, Chris. Tulane did whoop up on Northwestern. I would say Northwestern's in trouble, but I think that was assumed. So,
did you see the starting quarterback for Tulane?
No.
He was a kid who transferred from BYU.
Oh yeah, BYU. Yeah.
Yeah, and he'd been on campus for like July 30th is when he got on campus.
I think he got kicked out of BYU for like breaking their code, right? Their honor code.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So too hard?
Huh?
So too hard?
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna mention something else, and he brought up BYU. That's all I could think of. Is he wearing number like 46? Or no, that's their new quarterback, right? BYU's that's wearing number like 46.
He's wearing number 46.
Something crazy.
That's kind of sick. Who is it? Who is their quarterback?
BYU's. That's how I'm trying to find their box score from this game. I can't. Did they play this week? I didn't hear about that.
47.
He's number 47.
Is it Bogmeyer?
Landon, I need you to read Levi's comment and explain that to me.
I feel like something was missing since I wasn't there to fight our own fans in the. Okay.
Is you getting a fight?
No. Levi almost got in a fight in Charlotte last year.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought I was gonna have to jump in. I was like, you can't touch my boy.
Bear Bachmeyer threw for 97 yards, 3 TDs, and a 69-0 nice win over Portland State.
Okay, 47. So his brother is Hank Bachmeyer.
Bear Bachmeyer.
That's kind of sick. How old is he? Is he a freshman?
I have no idea.
Saturday, the now 19-year-old athletic prodigy. Okay. He's a prodigy. How do you get like prodigy? How does that like come about?
I think you've got to be like seen as like a future talent at a young age.
Okay.
Like if they're like a savant on the piano, they're a prodigy.
Gotcha.
Or like they have like high test scores as a youngin', they're a math, science, something prodigy. I don't know. I don't know what the exact details are. I think you also have to have like a history that would like show you're a prodigy. Like I think Arch would be technically a prodigy.
Okay.
Yeah.
A
highly talented child or youth.
I love that Arch's high school highlights came up like this weekend after that game. Man, that's tough. Like, I don't even know how you defend that at all. I mean, he was good against them, but I mean, seeing some of those defensive linemen run after him, I'm like,
that's all high school tapes, though. Like 90% of high school tapes are that.
But this one is like
90% of them are.
This
like
one
that.
is
like watching Derrick Henry in high school. He was playing people a quarter of his size.
Yeah, but I mean,
I've always talked about how hard it's got to be to watch high school tape and decide how good that player is versus how bad the players he's playing is.
100%.
There are obviously guys in like tough leagues and stuff that like it shows, but like it's rare to get a good high school tape and not look at the corner or the linebacker they're playing and going, that kid sucks.
Yeah.
Now, I do feel bad for his opponents that have been taking strays this week. Some defensive end that's probably about to graduate from LSU with a degree. He's got an internship lined up, and now he's just getting blasted online.
Yeah,
for
he had to
showing how
remove
much he
all
sucks
this.
at
He had to
or at,
remove all of his stuff.
Yeah.
From his like Instagram. He's like, people are gonna know I'm number 70 running after Arch Manning, and I look like I don't belong.
Yeah. It's tough. Deshaun Bishop's a great example. How do you watch his tape and not go, that's a D? Like, that dude's legit.
Mm-hmm.
But some people looked at it and said, nah, look at who he's playing. He's not that good.
Yeah. I don't know. A lot of overrated quarterbacks this week. Love it. I mean, I think we got a great deal on Joey Aguilar right now.
I think so too. Turns out it shouldn't have been even trade. We should have had to send more to UCLA.
Right, yeah.
Chris seems like we're kind of on the same track. He's agreed Arch being prodigy. Jalen Hurd embarrassed my high school team in the playoffs. Yeah. Jalen Hurd was a monster in high school.
Yes.
Monster in the SEC. Here's a crazy question. Is the schedule going to flip on us the next 2 years? Yeah, it could get really difficult. I don't know what it's going to look like. Also, do they change that? I assume they don't change that West Virginia game now, but it'd be nice if they did. I would love to not go to Charlotte.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to look like.
I think we'll keep Bama Vandy. I think those are two locks for.
Yeah. I do think it's one of those things where some years it's going to suck, but Tennessee's used to having their schedule suck because we had played Florida, Georgia, and Alabama all in the same year. So I don't think it's going to be anything super crazy. And hopefully Tennessee is continuing to recruit well where, you know, it's like, come play us. Yeah, I want other teams to fear playing us.
Sure.
Like, dang, we got Alabama and Tennessee. Like, that sucks. I want people to think that about us. And I'm excited to go to more SEC stadiums. So, I mean, you just imagine us beating Lane Kiffin and Oxford.
Sign me up.
Sign
me up. Also, why did Danny White not just tell us that our tickets are increasing due to a 9-game schedule instead of releasing it before? And then turns out the increase makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it would have saved a lot of people would have been a lot more understanding.
Because, like, I've already gotten my invoice for next year, which means they're not going to go up next year more than they have.
Yeah.
So why not just say that?
I don't know.
Which maybe next year it's still a 4-game SEC home game. Because 1 year it'll be 4, 1 year it'll be 5, correct? Has to be.
Yeah. So we'll probably get the 4 next year.
And then it'll go.
And then next year it'll go up even more. Yeah.
But they did say in the email, make sure you lock it in. It's the first non-SEC game slate. I made sure to include that. Oh.
Well,
Can't wait.
Yep. Guys, go check out our good friends at Hovey Dry Goods. Just got great hats, beautiful stuff over there. So go check them out. Use that promo code MORE for 15% off that first purchase. Guys, we are on the brink of having that first home game in Neyland. First tailgate of the year. Looking forward to that. If you get a chance, if you're going to the game, come see us. Also, golf tournament coming up October 4th, benefiting Special Olympics of Greater Knoxville. So please go sign up for that. We've got a couple more spots left. So do that. Going to be a great time. Anything else you want to add, Caleb?
That's it. That's it for me. 1-0.
1-0. That's all that matters. We're bringing the boat in, and we out.